Yo, what the heck is up, guys? It's your boy G Whiz,
It's your boy T-Dot-Boogie.
and today we're back at it again, man. It's 2023, and with that brings the new football season. Boogie, are you excited to get back into this bet book, man? I've been missing it. I'm jonesing myself.
I'm amped out of my mind. I'm ready to cream you again this year. And honestly, I'm ready to put my money where my mouth is.
Oh, is that right? Are you saying there's
Mm-hmm.
maybe we have some sort of special incentive for this year's picks? Would you care to disclose with the audience what you have in mind?
Well, homies, my plan this year, and Garth, you can join me on this if you want to, is to literally put my money where my mouth is. Whatever bets I make during the week, whether those be on the spreads, on the straight ups, on the props, I'm putting real money on it.
Real money.
Real
Okay.
money.
Okay. I like
Real
that.
lucre, man.
Well, we will discuss and figure out how we want to go about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to maybe turn it up just a little bit.
Oh,
If you're amicable, I'm thinking
I'm listening.
whoever wins, the best of the, like, I guess whoever has the best score. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or I guess the loser, whoever has the worst score, has to buy
Oh,
the other brother some playoff tickets this year, because we already know the Bengals are going to the playoffs, and we're going to be there because we
easy.
we haven't missed a playoff game uh, yet. Unless it's been on the road,
Mm-hmm.
because we're
What can
adults.
you do about that?
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
got
we're adults with jobs.
we got jobs and shit. So
We busy.
yeah, man, definitely something for you to think about, Boogie. But I'm definitely
Yeah.
down. Um,
Give me the old virtual handshake. I'm down for it.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Okay. Um yeah, welcome back, bro. Of
Yeah.
course,
Same to you.
kicking off our big season. Um we've got the reigning champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are going to be hosting the Detroit Lions. I know the Lions have
Mhm.
a lot of momentum coming into this season, given how they finished last year. But Boogie, I'd like you to take the floor first on anything you'd like to talk about with these two teams, because I'm a rambling Randy. I could go on for days about this. So let you get in the first licks.
Yeah, I'll give a quick recap. We're looking at a Detroit Lions team that drafted pretty well in the draft. And before that, they had won 8 straight to end their season. They're looking swaggy. They're feeling good. They got that kind of momentum that makes you think of, like the 2021 Cincinnati Bengals. They've got just all the good press they could possibly want. It seems like Jared Goff is actually transforming himself into like a competent quarterback that you can trust. They have the new electric rookie Jameer Gibbs at running back,
It's gonna be
possible
exciting.
offensive, hmm hmm possible offensive rookie of the year candidate. And on the other side, you have the Kansas City Chiefs, who over the last couple years have had kind of a brain drain as far as losing their offensive coach Eric Bieniemy and their position group, especially with the news of Travis Kelce's hyperextended knee going into Week 1, is more depleted than it's ever been. If
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes can pull it off this year with the likes of Sky Moore, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just all the scrubs that he has in his receiver room. Kadarius Toney may not be a scrub, but that remains to be seen. If last year was more than a flash in the pan, if he can pull it off with them, it's the sky's the limit. Unfortunately, fortunately for me and you as Bengals fans, it's hard to see such a powerful force still operating in the AFC. But yeah, I mean, Travis isn't playing. Chris Jones isn't playing because of contract negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
This is a gettable game for the Detroit Lions, and what a way to start off their season, continuing their win streak.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on this?
I think so, man. You really hit the nail on the head there. Big
Mm-hmm.
fan of what Detroit has done in the offseason. Of course, when you're looking at that run game, Jameer Gibbs is going to have to be a big force, even as a rookie, right? Losing DeAndre Swift to the Eagles, then you lost Jamal Williams to the Saints. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this rookie to perform. But we are also talking about a team that has Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jared Goff always operates at his best when he has a strong run game. Okay, a la Todd Gurley when he was on the Rams. So Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna have to play, because if he does not play and he does not perform, then I will forewarn the audience that Detroit is going to get fucking washed. Now we look over to Kansas City. Okay, yeah, we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I'm looking more at Isaiah Pacheco. I think he's going to be carrying the burden this year. I think Edwards-Helaire is finished. At least for the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't speak about for his entirety in the league, but when we look at his numbers and what he did last year, it's just paltry in comparison to what the 7th round pick did. And I think you've got to go with, I guess, where your momentum is, and that's with Isaiah Pacheco, right? Losing Travis Kelce, they're not going to have that offensive weapon. Is Mahomes going to be able to do it? Yeah, probably, and it's going to fucking suck because he's great, right? So,
right.
We will see. I don't know. I think I'll have to agree with you. This is a very winnable game for Detroit, beyond winnable. Oh man, in a competitive AFC West, where as a Bengals fan, I don't really see how the Chiefs can get a number 1 seed. But I mean, it's going to have to start tomorrow, right? It's going to have to start on Thursday night. So we'll see what they do. I mean, Boogie 4.5, is that too much? Like, what does Vegas know that we don't know, right? I don't know.
Well, a handy betting tip for the first 4 weeks of the season. I got this off of TikTok, so it's true.
Oh,
is you want to bet road dogs when they have 2 or 3 points on the spread, because as we know, the home team will get an automatic 3 points on the spread, just for being the home team. And when teams are shaking off the rust and getting their offense, finally installed, the last few tweaks done, their defense is learning how the rules of their defense operate in real time. Anything can happen. And if teams are so close as this spread indicates, if we take away the home field advantage, KC only has a -1.5 here, which shows that Vegas thinks that these two teams are closer to each other than they are farther apart. It's like Brian Scalabrine says, he's closer to LeBron than he is to any normal person. So again, there's so many things indicating that this is a very gettable game for the Detroit Lions, and a good way to establish their running in a NFC North that seems, other than the magic of Kirk Cousins after his appearance on quarterbacks, seems wide open.
Yeah, can't disagree with you there, man. Kansas City getting 4.5. I'm gonna take Detroit. I'm gonna take Detroit to win. I'm gonna take Detroit to upset. I'm gonna take Detroit's continuation of an offense that has already been implemented over the leaving of Eric Bieniemy. We've always seen first games for new OCs do not always go well. I mean, obviously it's in the same coaching tree, and yes, you have Andy Reid, who will probably be pulling some strings from the shadows. So, but I feel like it'll be close, man. I feel like this is going to be a 3-point game. It's going to be 20-23, or it's going to be 17-20. It's going to be very, very close. But if Detroit can get that ground game going, holy shit, man, you're talking about a team that was scoring like 30 plus points a game last year. I mean, they were giving up 40 plus points a game, but they were scoring 30 plus points. So, it's shit, man. I'm gonna go Detroit, Boogie. What are you thinking, man? Where's your head at?
I mean, a couple more things that really reinforce for me that I agree with you completely that Detroit is the pick here. They're going to be without Chris Jones, who's their best disruptor in the interior defensive line. That'll allow them to be very multiple in their run game. They'll be able to run inside as well as any outside concepts that they have with relative ease. And there's just continuity in Detroit where Kansas City lacks it. While you can't discount the fact that Andy Reid has gotten an entire offseason game plan for this game, you can't also discount the fact that Dan Campbell has pulled together this team and kept, I think it was something like 40 or 45 of his 53-man squad from last year,
Exactly.
as well as everybody on his coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're well positioned to come out here and do a little bit of stunning in the season opener. So I will also pick Detroit to win and take the spread.
Oh my goodness, man. We're both on Detroit. Well, it'll be interesting to see,
I
man.
can't believe
That we're
I'm
betting
putting
Detroit.
my first real unit on the goddamn Detroit Lions.
Yeah, that's dumb. I also think it's dumb, but I'm doing it too. And I think that, we might just see a changing in the guard in the NFC and frankly the NFC North, which, Mr. Pizza Time himself, Kirkland Cousins. I don't know, man. I haven't seen Mattinson. They lost Alvin Cook. Everybody, look, man, this is a league of adjustments. Everybody's going to be all over, well, we can't let Justin Jefferson go for 1,900 again, right? Like, it's not going to happen.
Are they going to do him similar to Jamar Chase, where they're going to make him work more underneath? Is there anybody else on that team who could threaten to get him opportunities to go over the top?
So here's my main concerns with that, right? Jamar Chase is in a unique position, given that he has another number one on the opposite side of him, being T. Higgins, and also one of the best slot receivers in the league, Tyler Boyd. Okay. So when you move Jamar into the slot and you allow him to go underneath and you're like flooding people out, you're playing trips to the left or right, 3-on-1 and 1 so that they can't double Jamar or T, and they have to, one of them's going to be open. Okay, good example of that was the Buffalo Bills game, that wide open touchdown in the AFC playoffs divisional round. That was one of those instances, right? They played trips. You can't double T, Jamar, and Tyler Boyd, and Joe Mixon, I think, was in there. And then Tyler Boyd was over here. So you can't double both of them on the same side of the field. That's just silly. Someone's going to be wide open, right? I don't think that Minnesota has that. I mean, they've got Hawkinson, that the guy from Detroit, who's, battling a calf, last I heard, or a hamstring or some shit. Who is their other receiver? And I think that's even more telling, right? Is that we don't know who the fuck their receivers are. Dalvin Cook's gone, so you have Mattinson. So really, if you were to put the clamps down on Jefferson, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, man. I'll have to do some more research, and we'll talk more about it when we get into our matchup. I guess them against Tampa Bay. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not really worried about it now, but
just to holler at you real quick about their offense. They're rocking with, first of all, they got a fullback, which is never a good sign. That's just not the move.
You don't think so? San Francisco's barking with it, and they've been a force in the NFC West for years. So I think it is a move. I think you have to have the brain to make it work.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've had Kyle Juszczyk, somebody who's carved himself out a niche in that Shanahan offense. But they're rocking with at wide receiver. They got, of course, Jay Jettis. They got KJ Osborne, Jalen Naylor, Jordan Addison, Brandon Powell, and good old Lucky Jackson. Have you heard of any of those guys?
Yeah, I've heard of Osborne. I've heard of Addison. I think they just drafted him out of USC, didn't they? So that could be awesome. Caleb Williams threw to him, so they could end up with a potential opportunity to take some pressure off of Jefferson. But again, man,
who's better right now, Kirk Cousins or Caleb Williams?
In the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins. That's
Okay.
100%. I mean, that's
That's
not even
probably that's probably right.
yeah.
That's probably right. I just wanted to be a contrarian.
I mean, you can't look. Dude, Kirk Cousins is what he is, and that's
Mm-hmm.
himself, right? That's the best thing I can say about him. Like,
He can be nothing but himself.
like, is he going to be great this year? Shit, I don't know, man. But I
Mhm.
definitely want to save all this lavish talk for when we do our bigger episode coming to you this Saturday. We'll definitely be recording that and getting that out to you guys. We just wanted to get back with you though. Make sure that we touch base with the audience out there, man, and just say what's up, how you doing, what's good. We're gonna be giving our picks, man. If y'all think that we're crazy, drop it down below, man. Go ahead and leave a comment. Like it if you want to. I don't give a shit. I don't care about that. I'm not here to beat the algorithm. I'm here to just have fun, man. So if y'all enjoy it, I do too.
I'm here to enjoy my brother's company and lose just a lot of money this year.
Nah, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely have to bring up the other bet books and see how we've done over the years, and maybe bet on who's more likely to win this year. We could even put a poll out. That might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever gets it right, when.
I'll tell you. I'll give you one more lap thing. Take you to the weekend.
Yeah, what's up, man? Fire away.
First bet I'm going to make. Futures bet. Cincinnati Bengals win the Super Bowl.
Wow, that's a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. I mean, they're
not.
No,
I don't think so.
No. I hope they do, man. Like, holy shit! I really hope they win. That would be incredible. We're primed for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how those safeties play. And then we'll talk more about that. That's a great futures bet, man. Be cool to see San Francisco, Cincinnati in the big dance. I think that's what's going to happen from my point of view. But
Paul Denier of The Athletic is projecting Cincinnati over San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl in his preseason picks. And I agree 100%. Yeah. I think that would be, obviously it'd be great to finally get a revenge game and, avenge all those losses in the 80s and finally, close a chapter in Bengals history.
Yeah, man, it'd be cool. Hot dog, bro. Put some ketchup and relish on that. That is prime.
That's right.
That is prime snack time information, big dog. I can't disagree with you, man. I definitely want to see how they play week 1. I want to see how Jonah Williams does a right tackle because he's going to get beat by Myles Garrett. They're going to move him over to Jonah's side 100%. I'm going to go ahead and call that now. And he's going to beat him like 2 or 3 times. Let's see how this calf does. Let's see how these safeties play. But I don't see any reason why we don't make it to the Super Bowl. And I think we might even make it not as a 1 seed, too. We might be a fucking 5 seed, bro. Depending on how everything shakes out. So, but those are conversations for the next episode.
Keep getting you sidetracked.
Yeah, nah. Hey, it is all love, man. I fucking love it, bro. Just want to keep it short, concise, simple. And we'll allow the longevity to come as we go. But I know I got things to do today. I know you do too, Boogie, so I don't want to hold you up. Yeah. You heard it here first, guys. Detroit is going to upset Kansas City. And
easy.
From one dope bro to another. Y'all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, man. And let's go Thursday night football, baby. Peace.